Misha, good
Hello,
evening.
Nelly. Hello. Do you hear
How
me?
are you? Yes, I hear you well. And you?
Yes, I'm fine. And you?
Yes, I'm fine too.
Mm-hmm.
It's peaceful here. And what
Yeah.
about the weather in Kiev?
Oh, now it's like a spring. Uh,
Like a spring.
yeah, because today we have more than 10.
Ah,
Uh,
yes. hmm Is
uh,
it windy?
no,
Yeah, but
but today all day sitting in the office. Maybe I don't I cannot see.
yes. And you haven't gone out. Yes.
Hmm.
Right, but it's rather windy here, and it's about 10 degrees as well, and the weather is really spring, very pleasant.
Hmm.
Okay, well, and today's lesson will be devoted to interviews, job interviews, yes, and some methods, some techniques, how to do a good job interview, how to not to be nervous. Yes,
Hmm.
and other questions. Yura, hello.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am fine, thanks.
Yura, have you ever got any job interviews in your life? Have
I
you
have
had? Mm-hmm.
maybe when I go to the supermarket when I want to work at the supermarket.
Yes, but you should say when I went. Yeah, went, not go,
When
but yes, when you tried to work to be employed in the supermarket and you had the interview.
it was
Okay.
when I was in the fifth course and fifth course in institute. When I was in the fourth course of institute.
Ah, yes, understand. But Yura, you shouldn't say course, yeah? You should say when it was my second year, yeah? Second year. Understand?
Fourth year, yes, fourth year.
Right. Yeah, no, course, this is a subject, yeah? Subject. For example, course of English, yeah? But in English-speaking countries, they say, it's my first year in the university or it's my second year. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, right. Yura, and what were your impressions after the interview or of the interview? Was it very hard for you? What was it difficult to answer some
Not
questions?
difficult, but I think the director which worked in Foxtrot non-competitive.
And did he ask
And
you any questions?
he asked me that I'm not suitable for this work and I go to another supermarket.
And you went to
I
another.
never worked in this sphere, but I want to work at this sphere. And he asked, say me that I'm not suitable for this.
Understood. And how did he know that you are not suitable for this work? How did he
I
know?
didn't know. He say where I was studying. I say him when I was studying. I say I was studying at the English German faculty,
Yes.
and I didn't know why he decided that I am not suitable for.
Ah, yeah.
Maybe
Right.
you talked with they in English or not?
You're right. Did he
No,
speak English? No.
I speak to him with Russian. It's a Russian magazine, Foxtrot
Mm, yeah, not magazine, but a Russian supermarket. Yes,
supermarket. It's
Russian shop. Yeah,
Foxtrot,
right. It was
and
just a joke, of course. It was just a joke. Maybe your future or potential employer was not very good manager, and he wasn't experienced maybe in selecting people.
but
And so,
I know a lot of persons who have never worked in this sphere, and they worked. I don't know why he decided so.
yes, why did was it a shock for you? Was it shock?
Some shock, but I'm then I am not.
You were not very disappointed, yeah?
Yes, I think it's not such a problem in my life.
Okay, it was not a great problem of your life. Of course, I think you shouldn't take it very close to your heart. And so today we try to understand why people behave.
You need to propose to work without some money, without payment from him.
Maybe he wanted you to work without any payment.
No, he says I must go to another place.
Another place.
But you need to propose him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after 1 month working.
Oh, it's very dangerous, Misha. I think people shouldn't propose.
In our city, a lot of people who are working without money, then they go away to another place. I know that.
Yes, and then they go away without anything, yeah, without money.
Sometimes it's not good situation when you say, yes, I know this, when person works 1 month or 2 months without money, but if it's usual, it's not so good.
Yes, it's not good. It's very bad practice. Yes, and usually such people, they leave companies without anything, without any money. Of course. Right. Yura and Misha, how do you think, why do companies organize interviews? So they have got your papers, your resumes, different documents about you, for example, recommendations, but they organize meetings. These meetings and conversations are called interviews. Why? What is the aim? What do you think? What is the aim of an interview? Yura?
The aim, I don't know.
Aim?
Yeah, it's like...
Goal? Yeah. Do you know the word goal? Huh?
Goal? Not remember.
Okay, aim. Yura, look, aim. I have, okay, target.
Цель.
This one. Do you know?
Yes.
Цель. Yeah?
Aim is the synonym of target, yes.
Yes, right. And how do you think, why do companies, different organizations, why do they organize interviews?
They organize interviews to understand what is the person before them.
Right. They want to look at the person, yes? They want to get some impressions of this person.
How he speaks with them.
Right.
What kind of clothes he has.
Yes, understand. Yes,
what kind of character he has, maybe.
Yes, what kind of character he has. What kind of attitude he has.
If he has another
experience. Yes, to ask about experience. So maybe some points which have not been mentioned in your documents, yes, in your diploma, in your resumes, and so on. You're absolutely right. And now, as for the questions, yes, jury or the board, your employer, they want to ask you different questions, and there are typical questions, then unexpected questions in some extent, and killer questions. Two groups of questions. Yura, can you give me any examples of typical questions? What typical questions are asked?
Where you worked before?
Yes. Right.
What are you studying or not?
Yes, right. Okay. There are two ways how to ask a question. The first question is direct question. For example, where did you work before? Okay, where did you work before? And then indirect question. For example, I want to know where you worked before. Okay? Or
Yes.
I'm interested where you worked before. So
Before.
two questions, two styles. So understand. Any other typical questions? Mary?
Hi.
Hi. Today we are speaking job interviews, and we are recollecting the typical questions which you can be asked during interviews. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Right. So Yura said that he has got the experience of taking interviews, and he was asked some questions. How do you think? What are the typical questions which people are asked?
About
Mm-hmm.
about age, about education, about family, about can you to change place, living place.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes.
do you know any languages?
Right, if you know any languages. Yes, but you know that they try to avoid or not to ask questions which can they get from your documents. No, for example, as for your education, of course, they know where you have graduated from, and if you have the degree, for example, master's degree or something. But they can ask you about your classmates, yes, your favorite disciplines or your favorite subject, and so on. Right. Now, I give you some questions, okay? And you should tell me if these questions are difficult or easy for you to answer. Well, and if you can answer the question, answer. If you don't want to answer, you of course you may not answer. So the first, what are your unexpected question? Maybe strengths and weaknesses. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Mary, did you understand me?
Yes. Какие мои сильные стороны и слабые?
Yes, absolutely right. Can you give me your strong point or strength and your weakness? Is it difficult for you to answer?
Not. I think in all what I can say. My strong
Point.
my strong point of side, it's I perseverance. Yes, упорный.
Persistent.
Persistent.
Right.
And I forgot. Целеустремленный.
Oh, very good, very good. Persistent and determined. Determined, look.
Determined.
Yes, persistent and determined person. Right, very good. And what is your weak point or weak side?
If I not agree with somebody's decision, I can't have discussion about it.
You can't have discussion.
I can have discussion.
No, Mary, it's better to say not discussion but dispute.
Yes.
Okay? And a dispute in this case, look. Dispute is in this case, it doesn't mean discussion, it means argument, spor. Yes?
Yes.
You can say, I can have dispute or argument with my employer or with my colleague. And you think that it's not very good point.
Usually, yes, it's not good point.
Because bosses they dislike arguments and disputes.
Yes, and if boss is not right, sometimes I have some problem with it.
Understand. You have got such an experience. Well, and Yura, can you name your strong point and your weak point?
Maybe strong point is purposeful.
What?
Purposeful.
You mean persistence? Упорный?
Purposeful, it's
Can you write?
the synonym of determined.
Ah, yes, understand. The synonym of determined, right? And
Maybe want to know a lot of new material. And maybe for me it's not difficult to learn new material.
Curious. You want to learn? Yes, you have the ability to learn. You are very curious, right?
And I like to read a lot of.
Yes, it's very good, right? And what about your weakness?
Maybe I think sensitive.
What?
I am sensitive, maybe in some way.
Yes, sensitive. Yeah, very good. You have remembered very good word. Right. No. So as for me, I'm hardworking, but I'm not very decisive person. Decisive, решительный. Right. Another question. Now look. How can maybe this is similar to the previous one. That's why not this. What can you offer our company? What can you offer our company? It's a kind of unexpected question, but I don't think that it's very difficult for you. Mary, what do you think? What can you offer? Do you remember the word offer?
Предложение.
Yes, understand. Very good. What can you offer to our company? Dima, hi.
Hi.
Join us in discussion.
Thank
Mary?
Okay, I offer, I don't know, maybe
Qualification?
maybe good possibilities.
Experience, Mary, try to use experience.
Yes, of course, experience. Experience. This is the first, but I think Mary is very young to have got a lot of experience, much experience. Yes, Mary.
I see your face. I say Michael.
Michael. Okay.
I offer maybe good possibilities, good sales, maybe.
You mean good sales results?
Yes, good sales result.
Good sales
maybe
results.
Promotion.
Right.
Depend of kind of work.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Right.
I don't know. I need example when I.
So the example, what can you offer? We have mentioned it. Our qualification, our experience. Yes, as you said, good working results. If you are determined and hardworking person, of course your results will be very good. Quite right. And Dmitry, I want to ask you, Dima, have you got any interviews in your life?
Yeah, I think I've had
Many?
not a lot, but rather.
Yes. And how can you say that they were successful?
Some of them were successful because I had their work. I've got this position, but other was not successful. So I have different experience.
Different experience. Okay, you can be an expert in this sphere, yeah?
Maybe.
Maybe. And today we are discussing the typical and unexpected questions which can be asked to people, and techniques or methods how to avoid our nervousness and how to be well prepared. Okay.
Thank you. It will be very useful for me.
Yes, I hope. And it would be very useful if you can tell us about your experience. How would you answer the question which was mentioned? What can you offer our organization? What can you offer our organization?
I think my experience, my skills, also my knowledges in the knowledge area which is needed for this position. Also, I think my
Yes, good.
Qualities like
Qualities, personal qualities.
personal qualities like an analytical mind, something like abilities to search fast way for goal achievements, high vocabulary,
Okay.
maybe some other.
Yes, quite right. Very good. And if it's not a secret, Dmitry, what is the area of your qualification?
Banking and IT.
IT.
And banking.
Yes, quite right. Right. Then there can be a question, and I don't think that this question is very unexpected, because many employees, they want to know why people left the companies where they worked. So, and one of the questions could be, why? What are the reasons why you left the previous company or your company, your last job? Yura, how would you answer the question? No, if you don't want to answer, you may not answer.
Maybe not to answer.
Maybe not. Mary.
I'm not sure. No,
Yes, that's why. Yeah? That's why.
no, I can do.
Okay, the question, I will put this question in another style. What may be the reasons why people leave the jobs?
Maybe it's crisis in the world.
Crisis, yeah, crisis. What kind of crisis? Economic crisis?
Economical.
Yes, economic, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. And that's why some positions are reduced and the companies dismiss people. Right. But what may be the personal reasons why people leave the companies? Dima.
From my experience, it was just want to for further development of the career and
very good
to increase the qualification. So my choice of answering this question.
Yes, one of the very good reasons. Yes, you want to increase your qualification, you want to be promoted. Yes, and there was no chances for promotion and so on. Yura, how do you think? Is it possible to criticize the former employers? Is it possible to criticize?
Yes.
You think it's possible, yeah? And Mary, how do you think? Is it possible?
Yes.
Do you understand my question?
Yes, it is possible to
criticize. Isn't it a bad manner? Это хорошая манера?
No, but sometimes we do it.
Sometimes it's possible, yeah?
Yes.
It's possible. Right. And Nastya, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes. We are speaking about job interviews, and my first question to you, have you got any experience in doing interviews?
Yes, I do have some experience with the job interviews. That's right.
Right. And what were the results?
Well, the result was I was accepted for a few jobs, and some of them were not good interviews. Some of them were successful.
Yes. As Dima. As Dima said, the results were different. Some of them were successful, some of them were not very. Right. And what was your first impression of the interviews? I mean, were you nervous?
Sure. Like everyone else, I was just nervous, and I was kind of excited because it's like it was a new experience, and I was nervous. Right.
Okay. And did you try to overcome your nervousness?
Yes, I've just find out some techniques how to do that. You just need to relax, breathe.
Need to relax, yes.
Yeah, you need to relax, breathe deep, and just use maybe there is also one trick. You may go before the interview. You may go to the toilet and just scream a little bit there.
Yes, yes.
Just, yeah, and just maybe jump a little bit, like I don't know how to say, like spread your zone of comfort, and you
Zone
feel
of
much
comfort.
better. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Anastasia. It's very interesting, and you preview our further discussion about how to overcome your nervousness, and it was, of course, my question to you. And you have mentioned very good idea, and this idea is called to buy some time. To buy some time, it means to relax, maybe to leave the room for some minutes, maybe, in order to overcome your nervousness. Very good. Right. And the next question to you, which is also not very pleasant, I think, yeah, as for the reasons why you left the previous job, but this question is connected with the following. Could you ever lie to get what you want? Did you understand me?
I do understand you. The question to you, right? Okay. Yeah, but the best way to be honest and do not lie to your future employer if they will find out about this one. You can.
It will be very, very, yes, expensive for everyone if you figure out.
Oh yeah, the best way to tell the truth.
Okay, okay, Mary. And did you understand the question? Would you ever lie in order to get something which you want?
No, I always say true, but sometimes it's not good.
Yeah, sometimes it's not good. Yes.
My previous work, I say my boss is true about his side, and he fired me.
And he fired you, really?
Yes.
For telling the truth? Yeah,
Yes.
for telling the truth? Right. Yes, by the way, how to say, to tell the truth, yeah? To tell the truth. And how to say, to tell the lies. To tell, yes, to tell the lies and to tell the truth. Right. I think it's better to tell the truth in any case, especially if it concerns your personal life, yeah, and it can influence your job and so on. Quite right. Well, and the last question, no, it wouldn't be the last, because I am going to ask you some killer questions. They're called killer questions, but a bit later. How would your friends describe you in 2 or 3 words? Yura, how could your friends describe you?
My friends?
Yes, your friends. How could they describe you? Friendly, maybe funny.
Maybe I think friendly, helping in a difficult minute.
Helpful, yes, helpful.
Yes, there are some situations when I help my friends.
Yes, right. Nastya, and how would your friends describe you?
Okay. I don't know. It's a very hard question to answer for me. I would say like just active, very competitive, very ambitious person.
Ambitious, yes, good of you. Ambitious or determined, right? And Dmitry, how would your friends describe you in 2 words?
I think active, social.
Yes, good. Active and social. Sociable, yeah? Sociable.
Sociable.
Yes, because there is difference between social, yes, you know, and sociable. And Mary, how would your friends describe you?
Absolutely don't know.
Absolutely don't know, really. And why?
I don't know how my friends describe me. It's difficult for me.
Yes, Mary, I recommend you to ask your friends, yeah? How would you describe me in 2 words?
Michael, describe me.
Michael, can you describe Mary in 2 words?
Okay, maybe it's something like creative person and hardworking.
Yes, hardworking and creative. Yes, very good recommendation, Michael. And maybe you can offer Mary a job.
Maybe
Yes.
something like to manage the company or.
Yes, and to be the assistant. Yeah. Okay. Well, and now some lexical material. Yeah. I give you some words, and you should understand them and explain what they mean. You should try to do it in English. Give me the explanations of these phrases. The first one, apply. Apply for a job. Look, what does it mean? You can give me the explanation or give me the synonym or just translate. Dima.
Apply for the job is go to the interview for this job to take this position.
Yes, yes, but not to take this position, but get, yeah, get.
To get this position.
Yes, get this position. Okay, the next one is application. What is it? Nastya.
Okay, it's a bunch of documents that you send
Yeah.
for your job, to get the job.
For the staff, yes, it's a kind of document, right? It's a kind of document.
Resume, cover letter.
Okay, it's a kind of document which you should write before going to the interview, and it's part of your package, including application, then resume, yes, application form, right? And in this document, you should write that you want to get this job and why you want to get this job. So this is a special document. Understand? Then, how do you think? Final list. It's a special, yes, a special phrase which is connected with employment. Final list. How do you think? What does it mean? What does it imply? Final list. You may guess. You can guess, I think. Yura, what do you think about final list?
Final list?
Yes. I can prompt you. Final list of candidates. Have you got any ideas?
Maybe it's close with the measure or person who can take the position.
Yes, the names. Yes, you're right. Absolutely, Michael. These are the names of people, right? Specialists who can get this vacancy or this vacant position in the company. And how do you think? How many people can this list include? Not many. Yes.
I think it's like 2 or 3.
Not 50, not 20. No. About 10. Yeah? 10.
About, sometimes it's too hard to find.
Very long list of 10.
Yeah. Of course, it depends. It depends, but it shouldn't be very long, of course. This list shouldn't be very long. Okay, Dima, contact details.
Contact details is information about about me and how the employer can connect with me.
Yes, how your future employer can connect. How he not connect, but no, connect with you or contact you.
Contact, yeah.
Yes, maybe your telephone number, your email, and the time.
Address.
Yes, and the time.
And then time, yeah.
Yes, quite right. Then recruitment. Recruitment. What is it? Nastya, how? What do you think? Do you know this word?
Yeah, I've just meant this before, but I'm not sure what does it mean. So yeah, I don't know, but I've met this before.
It's like a process.
Process over.
Finding.
Searching for the candidates.
Yes, yes. The process of, and give me the synonym, please, Mary. We can say recruitment, and we also can say what?
Employment.
Yes, you're right. Employment.
Employment.
Right, right. Yes, recruitment and employment, and one more. One more, but it's a bit different. Hiring. A bit different. Hiring is not for a long time. Yeah, it's just a short-term contract. Yeah, for a short-term contract. But recruitment is very widely used, and employment is very widely used. Right. Now, what else?
I have one question about the employment.
Yeah.
Is it the process of hiring a person, of searching
Yes.
new person? Is it not a process of to be employed, like employment in the country, something like this?
Employment has two meanings. The first, employment or employing. Yeah, it's better. Employing. It's as you said, hiring people, hiring the personnel. Or the staff to the company, and employment. This is the economic term. It shows how population in this country, for example, what is the level of working population, what is the number of working population in this country. So employment may be used. By the way, Dima, how are people called who don't have any job?
Unemployed.
Right, good of you. Unemployed people. Right, absolutely.
Or jobless.
Yes, Nastya?
Or jobless.
Jobless. Yes, good of you. Jobless, absolutely.
Yes.
Now look. Yeah? Jobless, yes?
A hiring, what it means, and then.
Hiring is also people who are employed, but generally they are employed for not for a long period of time. Just as contractors for some short period of time, maybe as consultants or contractors.
Это получается найм. Найм на работу, да?
Ну, да, не на долгий период, временно. But hiring is also used as the previous one, recruiting or recruitment and employing. Okay, and one very good word, and I suppose that Nastya knows. The halo effect. I'm sure that you know, Nastya. Look. Halo effect. What is it?
I know what is a halo.
What is halo?
Знамя.
And nimb, да? Nimb. Yes, and the halo effect is also connected with interviews. How? What do you think? How is it connected?
What goes around comes around.
Okay. So if you get into the internet, yes, of course the internet, Google, gives you the answer, that halo effect. This is their impression, very good impression of a person who comes to the interview, who comes to you. And nevertheless, if this person has good or bad qualification, maybe he has bad qualification and not very good experience, but he impresses you very much and you give him a job. Did you understand me?
Yes.
Yes. Halo effect, эффект нимба, эффект сияния какого-то. So you like this person because this person impresses you very much. That's why you give him this job. That's why. Well, and now, what about nervousness and how to avoid? Just a minute. How to avoid this nervousness? So, first of all, can you give me any recommendations before going to the interview? What kind of preparation should you do? How do you think, Yura? What kind of preparation should you do? How should you prepare?
When you're going to interview?
Yes. Before going to the interview, what kind of preparation should you do?
You must take your documents.
Yes, you should have the package of documents, right? What else? Yes, Nastya?
Okay. The first you should find out about the company.
Yes.
Company, looking for. Also, you should learn their job description.
Yes, job description. You're right. Job description. Very good. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, like, you just
right. So to know about the company, to know its profile, its specialization, to know your job description, and why, Nastya? In order
in order to get the job, because they will ask you the question.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, in order to answer the questions, yes, because they like asking the questions like this. How did you know about our company? Yeah. What will your future job include, or something like this? Right. Of course, information about the company as much as it's possible. Now then, Dima, what do you think about dressing for before going to the interview? Did you pay any attention how you are dressed?
I think it depends on the position which you come to get. If it is IT programmer, it may be any dress, but if it is a bank clerk, you should have a suit and so on. So
a suit
and the tie, yes, and white shirt.
Right. No short skirts. Yes. What about jeans? Yura, is it possible to wear jeans?
When you work at the bank?
No. Just if you go to the interview, can you wear jeans?
When I was at the supermarket, I wear jeans.
You wore jeans. Do you think it was the reason? No. Why it was very successful?
Yuri, maybe if you wear the suit, they can give you a job.
No, I think it's not this reason.
Yes, of course.
But I say I wear jeans because it is summer.
Yes, that's why. Yes, that's why. Right. Jeans is very comfortable clothing. Yes, and it's very difficult to refuse from this. Right. And Nastya, what do you think about women's style before going to the interview?
Well, I would say it depends on what kind of job you want to have yet. So, and you just use their the dress your
dress.
Yeah, like maybe like a costume.
Yes, right. Nastya knows the difference between suit and costume, yeah?
I guess so.
Yes, you know the difference. Can you tell us what is the difference between suit and costume?
Okay. I'm just confused about that. Maybe you can help me with that?
Costume is for women and the suits are for men.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. English, yes, of course. English style is also very, very maybe fruitful, especially if you want to get a managerial job. Okay, so the next problem, and I think this is the most important problem, how to overcome your nervousness, how not to be nervous. What do you think about this? If you feel that you can lose your consciousness, you can you are very nervous, you are very irritated by the situation, and you can lose your consciousness. What can you do? Nastya has told us a bit about this. And Dima, share your experience.
I think that good preparation will give you a good mood, and you will not be nervous on any kind of interview. If you are not prepared or you don't know something, it causes nervousness. But if you understand what you want and you think that you are good for this job,
you wouldn't be nervous, yes?
Yes.
You wouldn't be nervous if you are confident. You are confident in your qualification. Yes?
Yes.
Right. Thank you. And Yura, how do you think? How to avoid your nerves? How to overcome your nervousness? What do you think?
What? How I can stop my nervousness?
Yes, stop your nervousness. Yes, overcome. You know this word, overcome. Overcome. Nastya, what is it?
Преодолеть.
Right.
Maybe not thinking about what I.
Is it possible not to think?
Maybe
Yes.
Sometimes to concentrate.
Try to concentrate on something else. Okay, so the psychologists they give recommendation to take some deep breaths, вздохнуть очень глубоко. Yes, and of course to move. As Nastya said, you can move to toilet or to the corridor to reduce the level of adrenaline in your blood.
Maybe take shower before you're going.
Yeah, right. Yes.
It's helpful to go out the stress.
Okay, Nastya, how do you think? Is it possible to take some medicine, some maybe pills?
No, I don't think so. It's not a good idea because it's like I don't know. I do not approve this type of recommendation.
You can't give such a recommendation, yes? Dima, and what about a drop of cognac or some alcohol?
It's very interesting.
Be more brave.
I think it will help, yes?
Sometimes, but not more than one drop.
More than one drop, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's really can help. It can help really. Yeah, but your future employer will not give you this position in the result. Quite right. Yes,
but if you got the position in future, you should go with this cognac to all days long.
Yes, I know some bosses because I have got very good large experience. They do it in the morning, yeah, and they felt themselves very well during all their working day, and without this they couldn't work at all. So from the morning. Okay, and now how to how to produce a good impression. Right, you have told me that you should know the history of the company. You should know the description of your job. It's very good. You should try to avoid your nervousness. Yes, it's very right. But how to make a good impression? Mary, what do you think? How to make a good impression? Dressing, first of all. Yes, dressing. What else?
Dress is very important. I have some funny story about it. Once I must to find somebody for position
Secretary, yeah?
Secretary, yes. And some people advance me one girl, but I never see her before. And when I meet this girl, she wear in very short shorts and very short t-shirt. T-shirt and shorts. And it's very serious office. It was very serious office, and I meet her, and I feel a little embarrassed about her.
Understood. Because
it's my I must to do it, but I went here in office, and people ask me that I must to talk with this girl about her clothes.
Understood. Yes, Mary, very good story, but past simple. Past simple. Came.
Came.
Told, yes. Understood. Прошедшее время. Very good, but this story is really good, and sometimes we are ashamed of people who we recommend, who we know because of their appearance. So appearance is number one, right? What are other methods, Dima? How to impress an employer? How to do it? How to produce a good effect?
Maybe to remind a good story from your previous job, which is connected to some of your responsibilities, which is needed for this position. Something like this.
Yes, to remember some very good stories, maybe your achievements, yeah?
Yeah, your experience.
Okay. Yes, and Yura, what do you think? How would you impress positively your future employer?
Don't know.
Huh?
Don't know.
Don't know. Okay. Well, and I'd like you to listen to some recommendations of psychologists, and then you should give me your maybe opinion on this. Maybe you absolutely dislike these recommendations. So they recommend to pause or stop at the door and then walk confidently. Did you understand?
Yes.
So the first moment you stop at the door and then you walk in confidently. Good recommendation.
So.
Well. Then, when you shake a hand, you should hold the employer's hand very strongly. Not very strongly, but strongly. Not weakly, but strongly. This is not for girls. This is for men. Good recommendation. Do you agree?
Maybe.
Dima, yes, because psychologists say that if you grip your employer's hand weakly, it means that you have a weak character. That's why you should do it not very strongly, but rather strongly. So next, smile from time to time. Nastya? Smiling. What about smiling?
Agree. Good idea to smile.
Yes, you should smile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, not always. Maybe from time to time you should smile, because smile is a good connection, with a good bridge to the heart of your employer.
Yeah.
Then yes, Mary, what do you think? Don't stare. Don't look at your employer's eyes constantly.
Maybe sometimes we must to find maybe I don't know, look, contact,
Eye contact.
eye contact,
Eye
but
contact.
not staring.
Right, eye contact, yes, very good, very good. Eye contact is possible, but is it possible to stare? What is stare, Настя, what is stare?
Глазеть либо смотреть пристально.
Совершенно умничка, молодец. Is it possible to stare all the time?
Maybe all time it's not good idea.
No, of course, it's not good. And did you notice then when someone stares at you all the time, you feel uncomfortable, Yura? Do you feel uncomfortable when someone stares at you, stares? It's not very good.
It's not very good.
Yes, you should have eye contact, it's right, but don't stare always. Now, next. Don't cross your arms and legs. Don't cross your arms and legs. Understand?
Yes.
Yes. Is it good idea? Good recommendation.
Yes.
Yes, it's good recommendation. Right. Now, very interesting. It's helpful to copy your interviewer's movements. It's possible to copy your interviewer's movements. Understandable?
Yes.
Nastya, how do you think about this? That psychologists sometimes they recommend us to be the mirror, of your future employer or your interviewers, to copy their movements.
Yeah, because I agree with that, because people just they have more connection with that, so you kind of like repeat the same with their about their romantic relationship. If someone's of their partner or their person just copy their movements of another person, it's kind of feel that they have the connection. They are on the same page.
Yes, right. So copying the movement, this is a very subconscious, подсознательно, trick. When you subconsciously copy the movement of your boss or of your interviewer, it helps you to get contact, to get psychological close contact with him or her. Right. Yes. And my last question. My last question to you. Would you like to be interviewed by a man or by a woman, and why? Dima, the first.
As I am a man, I think I more like to be interviewed by a woman, but but in general it doesn't matter.
In general, it doesn't matter, but you would prefer a woman as an interviewer. And why? Because it's easier for you to establish a contact with her.
It is said that men better establish the contact with women, heads, and vice versa.
Right. Mary, what about you? Who would you like to be interviewed by?
I think it's man.
It's man.
Yes.
Yes, because of the opposite gender or opposite sex.
Yes, I think it's for me easy to get job for men than women.
Yes. Right. And Nastya, what do you think?
Well, that's a good question.
Or maybe it doesn't matter for you.
Actually, it matters, but it depends on the country. Because, like, in post-Soviet times, like, women usually don't like others women because they're competitive because of the man. But so that's why maybe not many like girls would choose the same sex that they have interview with. But if, for example, if it's happened in the US, I find the both of the genders. But if in Russia, I would prefer more men than a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think in America it makes no difference who you are interviewed by, because they are interested only in your qualification and your and your qualities.
Yeah.
Yes.
But in post-Soviet countries, the women are very competitive between each other. So, but they're subconscious. They don't like each other. Like, you know, sometimes, like, you know, if it's, for example, maybe if there a woman will interview other woman, she will think, oh well, she's the best. I will not take her. She will not get this job or something like that.
Okay, yes, thank you, Nastya. You have a very good command of English. Right, and Yura, who would you like to be interviewed by, a man or a woman?
To me, it doesn't matter too.
It doesn't matter too. Yeah, okay.
But maybe it's woman.
Yes, it's a woman. Yes.
Opposite.
Yes,
but
because
I think, now it doesn't matter.
now it doesn't matter. Right. So thank you very much for this interesting discussion. Yes, and I'm waiting for you next time. We are continuing to speak about business matters. Yes, some problems of advertising and companies' life. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.